Come to sit comfortably on your mat. Maybe just close your eyes. And maybe as we close our eyes, we could just send some positive energy out to Richard's wife, who did come to class once. I think her name was Mary. But perhaps send some positive energy and healing light to Richard's family. And then keeping your eyes closed, lift your eyes up to 12 o'clock and make circles with your eyes. And then pause and take them up to 12 o'clock, make circles in the other direction. And pause. And then lift the eyes up to 12 and take your eyes over to 9 o'clock, across to 3 o'clock, and then down to 6. And then up to 12 again, take them to 3, across to 9, and down to 6. And then just let the eyes float back to the center of their sockets. And bring your awareness to your breath. Follow the breath as it moves through the body. With each inhalation, feel the expansion of the body. And with each exhalation, feel the body contract back into the center. And take a few long, slow, deep inhalations and long, slow, complete exhalations. And then let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. You can open your eyes. And then bring your index finger and middle finger to your temples and make circles around your temples. And then take them and go the other way. And then bring your fingers down to where your jaws come together and make circles there as well. And go the other way. And then bring your hands to your knees and squeeze the muscles of your face. And release and squeeze. And release and squeeze. And release. And then bring your palms together and rub your palms together. And then bring your hands to cup over your eyes. And then release your hands down. Take your arms out in front of you and open and close your hands. Make loose, either open palms or loose fists, but make circles with your wrists. And then go the other way. And pause. And then flip your palms up and point the fingers down. And just wave your hands up and down. And then bring your palms together and interlace your fingers and reach your knuckles towards the front and then press the palms away. Bend your elbows, bring your hands to your chest and then reach your arms up. Bend your elbows in and press your palms away. Bend the elbows in, reach up, and then bend your elbows in and press the palms away. Release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers, and reach your arms up. And then exhale and bring them down. Inhale, reach your arms up and lower down. And one more time, reach your arms up. Hold on to opposite elbows and let your arms, you can let your arms rest on your head if you like, or just leave them here. And then let's just lean over to the left, back to the center and lean to the right. Back up to the middle, bring the forearms down in front of you, and then take your arms to the right. And then take them to the left. Bring your arms back out to the out in front of you, and then shrug your shoulders forward and bring them back. And shrug forward and bring them back. And one more time, shrug your shoulders forward and bring them back. And then take the arms up, refold your arms, bring the other forearm in front or on top. Draw your navel in and lean over to your right and come back up and lean to the left and come back up, and then take your arms down in front of you. Take your arms over to the left and then bring them over to the right. Come back to the center, reach your arms up, turn your palms, exhale and release. Hold on one sec, we have someone who wants to get in. Okay. And then take your legs out in front of you. And if you're sitting on something, if it's a little bit more comfortable to come down off of your mat, that's fine. If not, you can stay up on it. But just to begin, scrunch and spread your toes. And then point and flex your feet. Make circles with your ankles. And pause and go the other way. And then bring your big toes together and pinky toes to the floor, and just windshield wipe your feet in and out. And then bring your big toes together and point your toes and just bring your awareness to your legs. Feel your thighs rolling in towards one another, your calves rolling away from one another. And then bring your feet back to hip distance, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Take your hands behind you and let your knees drop out to the sides. And then come forward, bring your hands to your shins, or your ankles, wherever they reach. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up. And once again, bring the soles of the feet together. Draw your navel in. You can round your shoulders a little. And then bring your knees together, extend your legs, and come forward. If you can reach your toes, bring your index finger and middle finger in between your second and first toe. And then press your thumb into the toenail. Lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up, slide your heels. Hold on behind your knees and take your legs wide. And roll the flesh in towards the center of your mat. And then bring your hands forward. Spread your fingers wide like you're going to do downward facing dog. And then press and lift. And walk yourself up. And one more time, let's see. This is else. There we go, I'm trying that. And then one more time, come forward. Walk over to your left leg and stretch through your right arm. And then walk over to your right leg, stretch through the left arm. Come back to the center and come down as low as you can. And then walk yourself up. Bring the soles of your feet together again. And then bring your feet out in front of you, bring your hands to the tops of your knees and round your back. And lift your chest, round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. Lift your chest. And then cross your legs, bring the right leg in first and then the left. Take your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Relax your shoulders, and with your exhale, twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the center, and now take your right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. And as you exhale, twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back to the center and come forward. And then walk yourself up, lean back, recross your legs. So left leg in, right leg out. Reach your arms up. Bring your right hand to your left knee and twist. Take your arms up and twist to the other side. And then come back to the center and walk forward. And then walk yourself back up. Take your legs out in front of you, tap your knees. And let's come onto our hands and knees. So have your weights close by. And have your blocks available as well. And then with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, press into the floor, draw your navel up and in, and round your back. And then lift your chest, round your back. Lift your chest, and round your back. And lift your chest. Take your right leg out behind you, and press your heel to the wall. Feel that nice calf stretch. And bring that back in, and then take the left leg out. And come back in. Let's take one weight and place it right behind your right knee. We'll do some butt blasters. And then squeeze that weight just a little bit. Flex your foot. And we're going to pulse for 15. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And bring that knee down. And then move your weight to the other side. Squeeze the weight. Lift your leg. And we'll go for 15 again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And release. You can set your weight aside. Take your right leg out to the right side. Reach up with your right arm and sweep the right arm down underneath your left. Inhale and come up. Sweep the arm down and under. And reach up. And one more time, sweep your arm down and under. And then inhale and reach up. Bring your hand back down to the floor. Now, we're going to do side leg lifts. We're going to go for 15, but stop wherever you feel like you have to. But we're just going to lift and lower. So lift, lift, lift. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then bring the right leg back. Take your left leg out to the left side. And then reach up with your left arm and sweep the left arm down underneath the right. Inhale and reach up. Sweep the arm down and under. Inhale, lift up. Sweep the arm down and under. Inhale, lift up. Bring your arm back down to the floor. Move my toe. And then we're going to lift for 15 on the left side. Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then bring your big toes together, separate your knees, take a block, and then press back and let your forehead rest on your block. And then slowly walk yourself up to sit on your heels or stand on your knees. And hold on to the back of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Draw your navel in. And then pull your hands to separate as if you're pulling them to each side. Good. And then release. And come forward, step your left foot forward. And bring your knee over your ankle. Scoot your right leg back any amount that's comfortable for you. And then press into your blocks. Slide your hips back and straighten your leg. And then come forward, press and lift. Slide your hips back. And come forward. Reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands down to your blocks. Lean forward, grab your weights. You might have to move your blocks a little. We'll do some reverse flies. So, Lorraine, be careful with your shoulder. Don't do them, or if you want to do it without any weight. Babs, you too, if your shoulder's bothering you, or anybody else for that matter. Okay, so here we go. Lift, 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 lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Set the weights down. Grab your blocks and take your left leg back, step the right leg forward. Press into your blocks and lift up your chest. And slide your hips back, straighten your leg. Bring the blocks with you if you need to help get the leg straight. And then come forward, press and lift. Slide your hips back. And then come forward. With your inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your hands down to your blocks. Lean forward, grab your weights, and we'll do 15 on this side. Ready? Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then just set your weights down, grab your blocks, and step your feet forward to come up to standing. Bring your blocks out in front of your feet, and actually take them slightly in front of your shoulders. Bring your hips over your ankles. Good. And now bend your knees like you're going to do a ski jump. And then straighten. And bend your knees. And straighten. And one more time. Bend your knees. And straighten. And then bend your knees a lot. Bring your ribs to your thighs. Release your hands. Roll yourself up to come up to stand in Tadasana. And then bend your knees, roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale, inhale up, exhale, and then move my mat here again. Okay, so let's take the weights and come to the center of your mat. Okay. We're just going to start. I'm sorry. I told you I set up my spot a little bit differently, and it's not working quite the way I want it to, but if nothing else, we're adaptive. Okay, so let's just start. Take your feet wide, turn your toes out to the corners of your mat. And you can keep your hands right in front of you. We're just going to do a little variation on plie squats. So instead of one weight, we're going to use two. So lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. 4, lift, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then take your toes, turn them in, and let's just heel toe the feet together, or step the feet together. Okay. So stand at the center of your mat, bring your feet together. We're just going to do some side bending. So let's inhale, exhale, right and left. I'm not mirroring. Right and left, right, left, 4, left, 5, left, 6, and left, 7, left, 8, left, 9, left, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Let's do some side squats. So we're going to lunge and squat. So we'll start by stepping out to the left. Lunge and back. Lunge and back. Lunge. Back. Lunge and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you can stop here if you want, 13, 14, and 15. And come back, and then let's go to the right. And step out, and back. And back, lunge, and back, lunge, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And come back to the center. And let's just put the weights down for a couple minutes. And just pause in Tadasana. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet wide. Turn your left toes out to 90 degrees and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh to the pinky toe side of your foot, and then straighten the leg. Reach your arms out to a T, relax your shoulders. Reach with your left arm, cut in with your left hip, and like you're reaching over the back of a sofa, bring your hand to your shin, or you can have a block here if you like, and come into a triangle. And then press into your feet, reach up, stretch up, reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your right hand, cut in with your right hip, and then extend your left knee over the left ankle for warrior 2. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Roll your right shoulder open. Reach up with the right arm, and then if you can, bring it next to your ear. Sweep your right arm down and around. Come back to warrior 2. And then reach back, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. And then turn your right toes out. Turn your left toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh. Straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Reach with your right arm. Reach over the back of the chair. Bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, and reach up. Good. Press into your feet, reach up with your top arm, reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your left hand, cut into the left hip, extend your right knee over your right ankle. For warrior 2. And then bring your left hand to your hip, Glide forward, bring your right arm to your thigh. Roll your left shoulder open, reach up, and then bring your arm next to your ear. Sweep your left arm down and around, come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. And then heel toe your feet together. And let's take the weights again. So we'll begin with let's do some alternating hammer curls. So we'll begin with the left. 1, 1, 2, and lift. 3, lift. 4, lift. 5, lift. 6, lift. 7, lift. 8, lift. 9, lift. 10, lift. 11, lift. 12, lift. 13, lift. 14, lift. And 15, lift. Good, let's do some regular bicep curls. We'll do 15 regular, and then we'll do maybe some halfway ones. Maybe we won't go 15, but okay, so here we go. Lift and lower. Lift, lift, and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lower halfway. And we're just going to do 5 more, but when we lower, we're just going to lower halfway. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower and hold. And then lower all the way. And then come to stand in our little lightning bolt pose, which you all should be able to model perfectly after all that lightning that we had last night. So we're just going to row for 15. So keep your chest lifted, keep the tailbone down, and lift and lower. Lift, lift, and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now bring the weights up. Let's do some kickbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Turn the weights towards the ceiling and let's pulse for 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then relax. You can set your weights down. And we'll pause for just a moment. Bend your knees, inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Good. Okay, let's take was going to do a couple of other, but we kind of already did that. Didn't do the combination, but I think that's all right. Let's just do some balance poses, and then when we come down to the mat, we'll do a few more exercises with the weights. So you can use a piece of furniture or the back of a chair, but we're just going to come into tree pose. So bring your hands to your hips, press into your left big toe mound, and find something to fix your gaze on. And then you can take your right foot either to your ankle, to your calf, or all the way up into your thigh, wherever you are most comfortable. Wherever you are, press your legs into one another to compact your hips, and then bring your hands to your heart and reach your arms up. Release your arms, lower your leg. Bring your hands back to your hips. Once again, this time press into the right big toe mound. Fix your gaze and bring your foot to your ankle, calf, or thigh. Press the legs against one another. Whoops. And bring your hands to your heart. And then draw your arms up. And then release your arms and release your leg. Now let's just stretch the quads for a minute. So hold on to your left foot with the left hand. If you want, you can bring both hands behind and stretch the quad. Keep your knees in line with one another. And then release. And then do the same on the other side. And release. And then let's just do that one more time on each side. Hold on to your left leg. So if you feel like you could go into dancer pose, you can take your right arm up and then hinge forward. Press your foot into, whoa, thank goodness for this little piece of furniture here. And then come up and lower down. And then let's go to the other side. We get close to the chair just in case. And then take your right foot into the right hand. Reach up with your left arm and hinge forward. And then come all the way up and lower down. Good. And then let's come on down onto the mats. Have your weights close by. Before you come all the way down onto your back, let's do some work for the obliques. Okay, so we've done this one before, where you can either stay here and twist this way, or if you want to challenge yourself a little, take the legs up off the floor. You can cross at the ankles. Hands, the weights in the middle. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then you can scoot yourself down onto your mat. Come all the way down and take your weights. And we'll do some skull crushers. So we're getting a lot of tricep work today. Okay, so with the arms straight up, bend your elbows, let the weights come down next to your ears. And then lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. 5, lift. 6, lift. 7, lift. 8, lift. 9, lift. 10, lift. 11, lift. 12, lift. 13, lift. 14, lift. 15, and lift. And so let's do a few flies. We'll do 15 again. If it's too much for you, don't do 15. Those of you with shoulder injuries, you might only want to do this without any weights. And so here we go. We're going to lower and lift, lower and lift. Take the arms out and lift, lower and lift. 5, lift. 6, lift. 7, lift. 8, lift. 9, lift. 10, lift. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then you can set your weights aside and extend your legs, extend your arms, and stretch your body. Point your toes. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees. Lift your hips up a little, slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. Walk your hands down towards your feet. And then press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And hug your knees in towards your chest and rock from side to side. And then hold on behind your knees and rock your thighs in. And just lift your legs up a little higher and rock the thighs in again. And then take them up a little higher still, rock them in and out. Keep the knees hugged into your chest, rock from side to side. Stretch your legs, point and flex your feet. Make circles again with your ankles. And go the other way. Good. And then lower your right foot. Press your left thigh into your hands. Draw the left thigh in. Press your leg up. Draw the left thigh in. Press your leg up. Draw your left thigh in. Lower your foot. Take hold of your left knee with the right hand. Draw your knee over towards your right shoulder. And then come back to the center. Hold on to the left knee with the left hand and draw your knee towards your left shoulder. And then release and then make a few circles with your left hip. And then pause and go the other way. Hug your thigh into your chest. And then stretch your leg out. Bend your left ankle and bend your left knee and bring your ankle over your right knee. Roll open your left hip with your left hand. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock them in and out. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your knees slightly over to the right. Feel a nice big stretch right here in this outer outer glute, a little bit in the hamstring, and then come back to the center. Lower your right foot to the floor, cross the left leg all the way over. Bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And slide your hands down to your shins or your ankles and separate your feet. Bring your feet to the floor. Take your feet as wide as your mat, arms to a T, and rock your knees from side to side. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Bring your right thigh in close to your chest and then stretch the leg up. And bend your thigh in. Stretch the leg up. Bend your thigh in. Stretch your leg up. And then when you bend your thigh in this time, relax your leg. Take hold of the top of your right knee with the left hand. Draw your knee towards your left shoulder. And then hold on to the right knee with the right hand. Bring your knee in towards your right shoulder. And then hold on to the top of your right knee. Make a few circles. And pause and go the other way. Hug your knee into your chest. And then take the ankle over your left knee. Roll open your right hip. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock them in and out. Hug them in and take your knees over to the left. And then come back to the center. Lower the left foot. Cross the right leg all the way over. Bring your knees in. Rock in and out. Slide your hands to your shins and then separate the feet. Bring your feet to the floor. Take your legs as wide as your mat and rock your knees from side to side. Take your knees all the way over to the left. A nice hip flexor stretch. And then take them over to the right. And then come back up to the center. Siri just bothered me. Okay, there we go. Bring your feet together. Bring your knees together. Take your arms out to a T. Press your feet into the floor and the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And then let your knees go all the way over to the left and take your gaze to the right. Come back up to the middle. Press your feet and your lower back into the mat and then take your knees over to the right with your gaze over your left shoulder. Come back up to the center. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock in and out. Let them fall away. Cross your left ankle over the right. Make a few circles around your low back and sacrum. And pause and then change the cross of the feet and make circles in your other direction. And pause, hug the thighs in. Bring your feet to the floor, extend your legs, extend your arms and stretch your body. Do a pelvic tilt, point your toes. And then release, bring your arms by your sides and you can prepare for Shavasana. So as you bring yourself to your favorite Shavasana pose, you can certainly place a bolster or blocks underneath your knees. You can take legs up the wall if you wish, if you have a wall that would accommodate that. Or simply place the bolster under your knees and let your legs splay out to the sides, your feet. And let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And let your legs be heavy. Feel them sinking down into the earth. Feel like every muscle and every bone is released. Let gravity work its wonders and press the legs deep into the mat. And then move to your hips and let your hips release. Let them relax and feel heavy. Imagine that you have a sandbag or a blanket even resting across your hips, releasing them down, releasing some of the tension that we hold in our hips. And then relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax the skin on your face. And relax your scalp. And as you rest here, feeling yourself heavy on your mat, imagine that you're just floating on a raft in a beautiful river. It's a beautiful sunny day. You hear frogs, perhaps. You hear the river as it tumbles over rocks. You hear birds, maybe even a cricket or two. You're just enjoying the warmth of the sun on your body and all of the sounds that nature has to provide. As you drift along the river, you begin to notice some of the smells. You can actually smell the river. It's clean. You can almost smell the crispness. You can smell leaves that are in the woods around the river. Perhaps you can smell some honeysuckle, or maybe some lilacs, or some roses perhaps. But you can smell the sweetness. And then you notice that as you're floating, your hands have drifted off the raft and are just dipping into the water, feeling the coolness of the river. Again, sensing that crispness, the crispness of the cool water. And as you float on down the river, you just allow yourself to completely relax and let the river take you where it may. Just listening and feeling everything that's around you. As you continue to float down the river, you open your eyes. You see the beautiful blue sky, not a cloud to be found. You notice the green of the river banks. You see a fish perhaps jumping. You notice the squirrels and chipmunks scurrying around. You notice too that you're coming towards the end of the river, where it pools into a beautiful pond. And you gently paddle yourself over to the river bank. And just pause there, holding on to the river's edge. Bringing your awareness back. You sit up on your raft. You move to the edge of the river, allowing yourself to luxuriate in the beautiful green grass of the riverbank. And here you take a long, slow, deep breath in, and a long, slow, complete breath out. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock in and out. And then slowly turn to your right side. And when you're ready, press into the floor with your left hand and bring yourself up to sit in Sukhasana. So lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.